So the players have killed the big bad in your game. Now what? Well, you could just move on to a new campaign or a new plot line, but if you want to keep the plot line you had going, here's a great way to do it. Enemies have allies too. A lot of times we think that just because a villain is evil, that means there's no one that cares about them. That's not true. Even if they are thoroughly chaotic evil, they might not care about anyone else. But that doesn't mean people don't care about them. They might have a lieutenant who now has kind of no direction. They had invested everything they had in serving this big bad, and now they don't know what to do, and they blame the players. Or maybe they had a sibling who is good, but really loved their sibling. Maybe they had a blind spot for their brother or sister's evil ways, and now they just see the PCs as murderers who killed their sibling, and they want revenge. Either way, you get to keep your plot going by bringing in allies of the big bad who want to get revenge for what the PCs did to them. Want to make your players really hate the big bad in your game? Make them a recurring villain. Now wait a minute, I don't mean what you think I mean by recurring villain. I don't just mean that they keep popping up or they keep escaping and fleeing and then popping up again. I mean make them someone who keeps coming back even when the players thought they killed them. And here's why. Player characters are almost unkillable because they have access to all of these spells like Revivify and Raise Dead, and they have access to lots of gold and temples where they can take their allies and have them brought back. At later levels, they have access to spells like Clone and Resurrection and Reincarnation, making it almost impossible to permakill a character. So why would villains be any different? At this tier of play, they have the same resources the players have, right? So what you're going to want to do is every time the players think they had a big climactic battle where they killed that villain and took them out, the villain later pops up and comes back at a very inopportune moment. And the players have to figure out, wait a minute, I thought we killed them. Why won't they die? Well, the truth is the players did kill them. It's just that they have lieutenants or allies that brought them back from the dead or brought them to a temple. Or even better, maybe they were reincarnated into a different form. Now you have a situation like the movie Fallen where your villain is popping up in different forms or as different people over time. This is a great way to really challenge your players to figure out how to take this threat out permanently, and it's also going to make them hate this villain. Now drop in the comments and let me know what you do to keep the plot going when the PCs kill the big bad in your game.